right. Cut to Chase Podcast. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in again. I am your host, Mr. Chase Abel, a.k.a. Coco Panda. We're live from Coco Panda Studios. I don't know. I was thinking about starting a company like that, Coco Panda Studios, and I started going down this rabbit hole of pandas and stuff like that. And then I woke myself up, and I'm like, "You are an adult. Stop acting like a child." All right. What a way to start a podcast again. I got to get better at this thing. I'm 14 episodes in, and I start by talking about pandas.
Just the intros.
The fucking intros, man. Chase, you're trying to be somebody in this business. You're trying to get to a level of something. Why? What the hell? What are you doing? Get it together. Should you start again? No. Just pile through it, and people will figure it out. All right. My apologies, ladies and gents, and equal of identity sides and all those things. My bad. So anyways, Cut to Chase Podcast. I'm Chase Abel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe, rate, and share the podcast. Please, guys, subscribe. I will be putting up everything on YouTube today or tomorrow. So you can subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, subscribe on Apple Podcasts. We are on all the podcast platforms. It'd be very cool to get some subscriptions from people and to, see how this all thing works with podcasting. So a couple weeks after my birthday, feeling still good, which is always a great thing. Still working out. Oh my God. I ate this past weekend. We went down a big rabbit hole with the food, man. Yeah. We're gonna get into that. Man, did I said, you know what? Forget everything that I've done with my workouts and eating good. I said, man, I just kept on eating this weekend. It was not good. I mean, it tastes good at the time. Everything tastes good. But after, you're just like, I shouldn't be living after I've ate this weekend. We're talking about Chinese food, Mexican food, snacks. Wow. A lot of snacks, dude. Mad snacks this weekend. Like different types of snacks too. Creamy ones, chocolate ones. Visited Dunkin' Donuts a couple times. Hit up them with the caramel craze, medium, with the whipped cream. Wow. If the Diabetes Foundation of America wanted a sample of someone who had the highest amount of sugar so they can take blood tests, I would be the perfect specimen. I would have been the perfect specimen this weekend. The amount of sugar and fats and but it was good. It was so good. Sometimes you gotta spoil yourself a little bit. Sometimes you gotta spoil yourself a lot of bit. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm a lot of bit celebrator. Some people like to reward themselves in small increments. They think because they don't want to get too ahead of themselves, maybe sometimes, or they maybe want to dial it back, or maybe they feel guilty of spending money on themselves. You know what? I am the opposite. Spend your money on yourself. Spend it. Tomorrow's not promised. Get that extra fucking, coconut oil. Get that extra coconut oil and text that girl and said, "Hey, daddy's coming home. Daddy's coming home early today." Just saying, man. We got a war going on. People going crazy. Kanye didn't get invited to the Grammys. The Grammys said you can't sing at the Grammys this year. Shit's fucking happening, people. Spend the money on yourself is all I'm saying. Treat yourself. Don't feel bad. I mean, if I had a lot of money, I'd be treating myself every day to something, at least something. I would get I don't know. I would get a smoothie. I'd treat myself to a smoothie in the morning. every day for the rest of my life. If I had a lot of money, I would get a smoothie every morning, just because. All right, this ain't gonna be a segment about you. What you're gonna spend your money on, Chase? You were doing good. It was flat way in the beginning. You came hard in the middle, and then you just went flat, nosedive. Wow. All right, let's get this break back on track. Cut to the Chase Podcast again. I'm on Instagram, guys, at Chase Abel, ChaseAbel. That's Instagram. Everything's there. www.chaseabel.com. I have a website there. Definitely check me out there. Yeah, that's where all my information is. I'll be, and if you're in Boston, if you guys listen to the podcast, I'll be next week. I'll be at the Bell and Hand Tavern in Faneuil Hall Tuesday, 8:00, doing a show there. And the 30th, the next day, which is March 30th, I'll be at Capitol Restaurant doing some comedy there. So if you're in South Boston area, come check me out there. And after that, I have nothing. And maybe I'll take some time off. I don't know. Maybe I'll take some time. Maybe I'll take some time off. I don't want to get back into like writing, and just writing a lot, creating write an hour, half hour, 20 minutes. How about just write, Chase? How about that? Just write. That'd be good as a comic. Just write and try to practice writing, because I suck at it, but I know I'm not bad at it. I just need to work on it better. This is the thing. When you evaluate yourself, when you evaluate yourself, you come up with things that are honestly things you could work on, so it's a good habit to have. I feel like when you evaluate yourself, on a daily or even weekly basis. I don't know. The question is, how much money is too much money? You're right. How much money is too much money? I can't answer that totally individually. I gotta have I gotta get some comments on that. Fuck it. Let's just bring in Mr. Nicky Neighborhoods in the building.
Excited to be here.
What do you think?
I would say anything that starts to draw public attention is too much money. So anything over $1 billion, anything below $1 billion is just the right amount of money.
Over $1 billion for you? Okay.
Because if you're a billionaire, you're now on a list of 3,000 people.
Dude, I don't even have even remotely that, and I'm still on a list with people. You don't have to be.
You're on the no-fly list.
Listen,
you and me are both on the no-fly list for different reasons.
No-fly lists. I'm on the list. I'm not giving this guy any credit. I'm on the list of is he funny? We don't know if he's funny. He looks like he's funny. He's around. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I get, he is funny. Yeah. Wow, we should give him more stage time. He is funny. It's like there's a lot of lists that people fall into indirectly or directly that I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what type of list you think you would fall into, but
I don't know what list I would fall into, but I know that my number is probably 20 million.
20 million is a good solid number. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's not enough to piss off people that would kill you.
If I had 20 million, I wouldn't have pressure. But if I had 100 million, I would have pressure, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because 20 million, I would have enough money where people think I'm still poor. Right?
Here's the thing. I think that's an illusion. I think that's an illusion.
What?
If you had $100,000 right now, you could dress like you. Because people that have a lot of money don't dress.
It's true.
Like that at all.
They don't. Not real people. Not people with real money.
No.
Like who have consistent, residual income coming in all the time, and they have, whatever companies and S corp federations, and I don't know. Yeah, those type of people. I know these people. I work with them. So
they don't. Yeah. You've seen these people. You've seen these people before in their element, and it's. I want. Oh man, the feeling to fucking wake up. Breakfast would just be so much better with $20 million because you wouldn't have to go to work. I'm not even talking about the meal itself, but just the act of waking up in the morning and doing what I want to do and then sitting down and having a breakfast at like 10:30.
This is the thing about $20 million that it would give me. It would give me a certain level of serenity and freedom, where I can go to bed anytime I want and wake up anytime I want.
That's interesting. Some people would say you could do that with far less than $20 million. Some people would say $1 million.
Yeah, they're called people that don't work.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they're called people who don't work.
Fair
they
enough.
They just don't want to work.
What do you spend on yourself? When you say you like to go out, what is a lavish thing that you've bought for yourself recently?
Recently?
Yeah, or not. Doesn't have to be a thing or an item. What's the last thing that you did where you're like, fuck it, I'm going to spend on myself?
Oh, it was my 1997 Air Up Tempos. The green ones there.
Yep.
Yeah, the neon greens. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Shoe guy. You like shoes, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, those were like $220.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that. So like $190, $220, something like that. Jordans, sneakers. That's where usually it goes to, like sneakers, because sneakers now, like
I love sneakers.
certain brand, certain models are just expensive as hell, But no, I don't really spend. I'll do vacations. I'll go away, stuff like that. But I don't really buy myself a lot of things. I kind of got away from that after doing that for so many years at a young age. I just was you don't need a lot of shit.
Yeah, so you do like the food.
Quality shit.
You were talking about food earlier, right?
Always talk about food.
Okay, so because you were saying you indulged and you were like, fuck it, I'll.
Yeah, I ate a lot of food this week. Oh, food, yeah, for sure.
What'd you eat?
What night? What time? I mean, what do you want to? What do you want?
Well, walk me through the journey. What did it look like day to day?
Dark.
So you went down one of those rabbit holes of like,
yeah,
I call those Tony Soprano eating like very Soprano like meals.
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. Start breakfast right. You go to the diner, get breakfast the right way. Eggs, toast, bacon, some sausage, side French toast, Nutella French toast, glass of orange juice, and a glass of milk. Milk is for the French toast specifically. The orange juice is for the eggs and the other thing.
Okay.
I can't drink orange juice with my French toast.
Okay. There you go.
Could be TMI, but that's that's where we're going with it. Because I can't drink milk. I have to drink milk, like, pancakes and
what
French.
What kind of milk?
Whole milk.
Okay.
What do you think this is? I'm an American.
Well, I didn't realize that it was 1995 on the show Home Improvement.
Homogenized milk.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas sitting down at the island with Tim Allen drinking a glass of whole milk.
I love milk.
Deep cut. Yeah, I don't do milk, but I can see where the appeal is.
Love milk.
I can see where the appeal is, yeah.
I like milk a lot. I like milk with peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, a nice cold glass of milk with a P&J. Son, get the fuck out of here.
What'd you do for dinner?
Chicken parm. Chicken parm, like the real chicken parm. Side of pasta. Garlic bread. Like a real good garlic bread. Yeah. It was a good carb dinner there.
Yeah.
Dessert, chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Nice little chocolate cake. Nothing too crazy. Glass of milk again, because I only could do my dessert. I can only drink. I have to drink I have to like have milk with my desserts. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm cold. Yeah, I have to have milk. It's weird. And then that was for dinner, and there's a late night too, because obviously after I have some of that devil's lettuce, we go down another rabbit hole, which is the late night snack, and that's McDonald's.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that, man. I do the late night McDonald runs, the munchie runs. Mm-hmm. I'll say at least twice a week.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, twice a week, man.
All right.
It's bad. It's bad, but it's good, but it's bad. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I don't do. I haven't done McDonald's in a while. McDonald's is just one of those things where it's getting more expensive now.
I mean,
I would actually, you know what, though? I'd go to McDonald's just to people watch, especially at like midnight.
That's weird, but why?
I mean, drunk, high, coming in.
Watching people eat their French fries? Is that something that
No,
will
just to see the interactions.
drive through?
Oh, you go drive through, yeah.
I go drive. Yeah, you don't go inside of McDonald's at midnight. What are you, an animal?
I used to be. Okay. All right. And then where'd you get the chicken parm from?
South End.
Yeah.
South End restaurant in South End.
Best Italian restaurants in the city. South End.
South End got some good food.
Yeah.
There's a great restaurant in Boston, in the South End of Boston. It's called Mita.
Yep.
And I think we went there one time.
Yeah,
we went there for drinks though. I don't think we ate there.
No, we had lunch, I think.
Did we have lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't a date, was it?
It had datey vibes, but no, it was not a date.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
That place has great food, bro.
Very impressed.
Black owned.
Yeah.
Black owned chef.
Yep.
Yep. Makes Italian food,
I'm with it. As long as it's good.
not soul.
As long as
Italian.
it's good. Italian is kind of soul food, though.
Of course it is.
You know?
Of course it is.
Italian
I
falls
agree.
under the whole thing of soul food.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Anything that can be hot and like,
It's just nice.
yeah, it just brings you home.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite? Real quickly before we get into the other shit. What's your thing? What's your favorite Italian entree?
My favorite Italian entree, I'm a pasta guy. I like pasta. So I would say probably like a good rigatoni or any pasta really. Ravioli, rigatoni, gnocchi, cacio e pepe. You know, I love all the pastas.
pasta.
I went to an Italian restaurant this weekend. I went to Toscano, and they have two locations, one in Harvard Square and one in Beacon Hill. And I was really impressed. I would put that as like on my top 3 Italian restaurants in Boston.
Okay, we'll check.
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
But I got the Swordfish there. My wife got the rigatoni and I got the
So
Swordfish.
you went
and then we
down-
did some apps.
Stop. You just went down this whole fucking soliloquy of how you love different pasta entrees, and you named them all.
Yeah.
And then this is why I fucking hate you. And then you ended by saying you got Swordfish.
Hear me out.
I don't want to.
Hear me out, please. There's always, you know this about me, there's always a method to my madness.
Shoot.
The wife doesn't eat as me. She's a third my size. So she just doesn't eat a lot. So whenever I order stuff, I order it for me, but I make it seem like it's for us and for the table. Oh, fuck, of course. Yeah, sorry for that. Chase doesn't have headphones, and I actually just hit something here, so we're going to edit it out. Anyways, so we go out to eat, and she'll order stuff, so I'll have her get pasta, I get the Swordfish, and then when I'm done with my meal, she's like a quarter done with her meal, and she can't finish the rest, so I'll just eat the rest. So I get both.
I don't know.
That's how I roll.
That whatever you just said, I don't fucking like. None of that made sense to me. Not one of it made sense. Like not one part of that whole presentation. Dude, you ordered Swordfish at an Italian restaurant.
It was delicious. Listen, fish is part of, if we want to really go down this rabbit hole, make an argument, fish is part of the Italian diet. That's part of the Mediterranean diet.
Oh, here we go. Here we go down this fucking A&E, Rachel Ray fucking foodie. Explain. What is it?
It was good. The whole meal was good. Long story short, it was good. Toscano, good place to go.
You could have just said that and not even include the Swordfish.
I just wanted to say what I got.
I don't think so. Swordfish is a very. Can I give you?
Yeah.
Can I give you a Swordfish story?
Yeah.
I was living with my boy. You know, we were living good. You know, we were doing pretty okay. You know, he was doing really good too. We had, he was living in a penthouse. You know, he was doing well. Mm-hmm. You know, and he was ladies' man. He still is. And there was one woman that he was dealing with, and she I guess he's one of those type of guys that doesn't know when to tell someone like enough's enough. like he's afraid to like just say, hey, I gotta like go to work, like you gotta leave, or he doesn't like telling people, he doesn't like letting people down. So he will like he would let them kind of get tired themselves out and and let them leave or whatever. So I'm a little bit more direct. If I'm like, hey, I need to go. So, but I'm not rude. I just have boundaries, and I make sure people know what they are. But he had this woman from the night before. He went out to a club. She came over. She spent the night over. I was living upstairs too. We had an east wing, west wing. So it's a 2-floor penthouse. So let's just say we were doing pretty okay. Well, he was. I was just living vicariously through him, but whatever. So she said he went to work. He didn't tell her, like, he told her he had to go to work, hoping that she would say, hey, I got to leave. She didn't leave. She stayed at the fucking apartment the whole day.
Oh, wow.
And he's texting me while I'm at like, my job. He's like, hey, this girl's like at my house. Like, she's not leaving. Like, listen, a lot of girls didn't leave that place because it was fucking.
It's so nice.
It was a dope pad, right?
Stay for an hour, 2 hours max. That's the etiquette.
Oh, we got to ask a lady that, I have my own theory on that, but I would be interested to find out what the answer is. But anyways, long story short, she stayed there until he became. I got there before him from work, so he was like, "Hey, just keep her like distracted, whatever." Just like right now, it's like 6-7 o'clock at night. He comes home. He purposely stays at work longer so he doesn't have to see her. And I'm like, dude, she's not budging at all. She's like not leaving this like residence. Like, you need to come over and set your, lay it down. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck. So he comes over, right? And she's talking, she's like, oh, let's have some wine. He's like, fuck. Now he's entertaining her. Now we're in a second night. Now this is a second date, right? She's like, I'm hungry, guys. Let's go out to eat, which in his mind, he's like, oh no, what she's saying is let's all go out to eat, but I'm paying for it. That's that's what he's like thinking in his mind, right? So he's like, okay, let's go eat. She's like, I have a restaurant in mind. Bro, when you have a person that says they have a restaurant in mind when they ask you, hey, let's get something to eat, I think more than 50% of the time they're gonna pick the most expensivest restaurant. It's not gonna be McDonald's. It's gonna be some Toscano shit.
It's like I can't afford to eat at this place and I have wanted to eat here. Let's go here.
Yeah.
I have never been here myself, but I know I'd love to go here with someone that's gonna pay.
For sure. So he ends up taking the car. We take whatever car. We go to this restaurant, right? We're ordering basic. I'll take care of it. We're ordering basic. Just basic food. I'm ordering a pasta. He's ordering like a sandwich or something.
Yeah, normal people shit.
Right. Nice restaurant in the South End. You know what this fucking girl orders? Swordfish.
Delicious.
$80-$70 plate.
What the fuck was on the swordfish?
Probably fucking swords with it too. Like, I don't know.
Did it come with a sword?
Come with swords, real fucking expensive swords from Japan.
No, but swordfish is like, swordfish is just. I don't get why people get such flack for that shit. Like, someone goes to a steakhouse and say they don't eat red meat. And they're like, well, why would you go to a steak? Because steakhouses have amazing seafood. There's places that have really good seafood, and if you love seafood, then get it. And my wife doesn't eat half her shit, so I got seafood and pasta that night. But fuck that girl that got the swordfish.
So you know what we did?
Probably just turned on her, and her and I probably would get along really well.
No, he goes out to the car, says I have to get something from the car, and then he texted me. He said, hey, let's leave, and he's like, pretend to go to the bathroom, and I told her, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, and we just left her with the swordfish bill.
Did it pay
we paid our bill, but we left.
Oh, okay.
We told let her pay her own, because that was his way of kind of like giving it back to her.
Yeah.
Because in a weird way,
she would leave though.
Hold on a second. In a weird way, like that was him telling her like, hey, I know what you're up to. Like, I know what you're up to. Like, don't think I'm, gullible. here. Like, I'm not stupid.
You're not gonna get one over on me.
You're not gonna get one on me. He would do things like that. So which I kind of adopted sometimes, but sometimes it becomes a little petty for petty, and I feel like you kind of have to be a little careful in those moments because you can get ahead of yourself sometimes and lose yourself in being like too petty, where it becomes into like bitterness and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I don't know if I'm explaining how I truly feel about myself. Because I said that really too smoothly for a first draft.
I was like, whoa, honestly, you thought about this for sure. This is some shit where you're like, I kind of feel bad, but I'm going to justify it. Yeah.
I'm usually like a second, third draft type of dude. Like, I collect my thoughts. It doesn't make sense first, and I have to go over the second, third time. Fourth time, it's pretty smooth. That was anyways, right. So that's what he did. I don't know if it was $80, $90, but it definitely was expensive. He looked at me. He's like, what the fuck? Like, she's ordering Swordfish and we're ordering like sandwiches here. Like, so, and that was the only Swordfish experience I ever had in my life. And the second one was with you when you decided to eat it versus getting real pasta, but that's fine.
I still had the pasta.
It was good.
I still had the pasta. The pasta was delicious.
Yeah, but
the swordfish was outstanding.
I never had it.
You've never had swordfish?
Nope.
Do you like fish? You like seafood?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd like swordfish.
Like food.
Yeah, you'd like swordfish. Put a little lemon on it. It came with a little Dijon dressing you put on the top of it. It was really well done.
Grilled or fried?
Grilled. This place, we got the grilled vegetable. We got a bunch of, we got bruschetta. We got all this like grilled vegetables that are really good.
Where was this, in Harvest Square?
It was in Beacon Hill.
Oh, we went to the Beacon Hill one in Boston.
Beacon Hill one, yeah.
Beacon Hill's a nice little area. It's a nice,
good date spot.
It's a good, it's a nice area in Boston. Yeah, with me and you were kind of similar. We're kind of like, we like food and we like going out to eat at like restaurants. I'm a restaurant guy. You're a restaurant guy too, right?
Yeah, I go hard.
I go in the paint with restaurants. My goals this year is kind of finding other newer restaurants and trying other restaurants out, researching things like that, because I don't do that. I'll just go by word of mouth, or you know what I mean, or I'll see something. But people who really know their spots are the ones who know how to research the spots. I feel like they know. Am I wrong by saying that?
I think I might be one of those people.
Oh yeah, you're definitely. I can tell by your fingernails.
Yeah.
How you hold your laptop, you fucking.
Yeah. I subscribe to like Eater, which is like local. It's like a website that emails you when a new restaurant opens.
There you go.
I'm a member of the like Resi. I get like a Resi Global Diner thing that I do. It's a whole thing. I
can see you owning probably a restaurant at some point in your life if you would like to. I don't know if the food business is something that you would want to be like.
My family was in the food business. Yeah. My on my father's side of the family.
Yeah. Would you be interested in like opening a restaurant, like your own food restaurant?
I've honestly, yeah. Yeah. The problem is that like,
here we go.
Just so expensive.
Oh yeah.
You don't make money.
Yeah. I mean, any I guess profit that you get usually gets reinvested back into the business or, until it gets to a certain point. But I mean, you own your own restaurant.
$20 million, buy a space, put a restaurant, and then lease out the rest of the space. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. So I'm in for it.
What would your restaurant be?
My restaurant?
Yeah.
You know what type of food?
I love playing this game with people. Yeah. What if you were to open a restaurant? What kind of food? What would be the scene?
It's definitely like it'd be a very cool vibe, very chic, a lot of matte black.
Yeah.
Dim lights. Candles on the table.
Very vibey.
Very vibey. Yeah. People chatting, low, like good night, good vibe shit. Fireplace somewhere in there somewhere, like a little, whether it's electrical or whether it's gas operated, whatever. I'm all about lighting. I'm big on lighting, man.
Yeah.
I'm huge on lighting, and how to kind of play with that.
I had a problem in college when I would go to some of these parties, people's parties, and I'd walk in. Now, no one in college is thinking about lighting.
No, but yeah.
But right. I would walk in and go, why do we have to have the overhead light on?
Yeah.
Let's put a couple, So I just do it, and the vibe would change.
Yeah. Bathroom's got to be on point. Yeah. The bathroom's got to have a certain scent.
Yeah.
As soon as you come in, you got to have a certain. There won't be no Air dryers. No air dryers. No. It'd be my signature line of napkins, like dry napkins all the time.
Yeah. There would just be a Panda on it.
There would be just a Panda on it.
What's the cuisine? What are we cooking up?
Fusion.
Okay.
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean and or just like a mix of Mediterranean.
A mix of Mediterranean
Yeah.
You know?
I'm in it.
Yeah. There'd be like a brunch on Sundays specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It'd definitely be a patio, but definitely chic. Small, but not too big.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And it would be in Chelsea, New York.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
I could see that.
Yeah.
It would kind of give out like meat as a good.
That's exactly the vibe.
It's literally the vibe.
Yeah, literally to the but a little bit more.
But with like maybe a
less
back
lighting,
room.
a back room.
Yeah, it's a little more vibey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck. Okay.
Shit like
I'm already
that.
hungry.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I don't know about me. I wouldn't want to own a restaurant, but maybe someday. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just I was watching some March Madness stuff, I was watching some of the games over the weekend. I didn't really have too much of a wild weekend. My weekend was pretty quiet. You know what I did by mistake though? I paid my past due and current balance on my cell phone, which was a mistake.
Why?
Because the past due balance was less than the current balance. The current balance was $400.
For your cell phone?
Yeah. My past due balance was like $200. So I was like, let me make a payment of $200. I'll pay my current balance later on. But I hit the current balance versus the past due balance. So instead of paying like $196 or $95, I ended up paying $400 for the 2 months. Not good.
No.
Because that's extra $200 I could have used to go to like,
yes.
And
your phone would still be working.
Yeah.
Well.
Stupid mistake.
You learn.
No, I called them. I told them I made him an honest mistake. Can you, refund me? They were cool because I have a business line because I'm, daddy's doing some things over here. I got a business line account with only 2 lines.
That's insane. I love it.
And you know the 2 lines are for? One's for me and one's for my mom.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you got your mom's cell. You pay for your mom's cell phone.
Yeah, but I don't. But why do I have it under a business line? Like,
Yeah.
This is
this is just the madness that it's like every other week or month something with you is just you'll reveal one of these things and it's just a gem.
Oh yeah. I kind of tend to do those things, and these are real. These are all like honest things.
I'm like $400. What the fuck kind of like? Where are you dialing for? Like, where you get internet? Like,
yeah.
No, my mom's on a business line.
It's weird because when I first started the account, they're like, "Hey, you want to start a business line?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll start a business line." They say you can have like, all your lines, and I'm thinking like, "Yeah, I'm about to create my business," and then nothing happened. Just my phone, and my mom was like, "Hey, I need a phone." I was like, "All right, I can open up another line." There's no business there. I don't have any 1099s to support my 2 lines. I never call my mom. I never.
I don't have enough business to support my 2 lines.
It just. And I don't talk to my mom. I don't call my mom like on that other business line.
That's a move.
So it's weird. I still have a business line, but I'm still going to keep my business line though. Just as why I'm going to just keep why I'm still going to keep my business line, just so I can say to people I have a business line.
Yeah, but you
not because I'm like actually have any support on that.
Very interesting.
So
that's the equivalent to like Swordfish at an Italian restaurant. I hope you know.
Yeah, well, we all have our days. We all have our things.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's the only thing that's going on. Aside from that, nothing really going on with me. I don't know about with you, brother, but just kind of been like I said, the weather's been kind of gearing up to the warm weather here, so looking forward to that.
I had a bad end to the weekend. Well, not a bad end to the weekend, just kind of a typical. So I go down to visit my mom.
Yeah.
Whatever, we visit, we have a good time. I see my family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, everyone kind of comes over. We have a good time. The next day, And my mom lives on the South Shore, so I have to go and take the train because I don't feel like buying a car and spending all this money, which is what I normally do. And then I look at the bill and I'm like, what the fuck?
What did I do?
Like, why am I spending this much money just to have my own ride? Just to have the freedom to say, this is when I'm going. Because there's a whole process when you rent a car in the city. You got to go. I have to drive all the way across town to get gas because there's not a gas station in my neighborhood. Then I got to bring it back, and then I got to walk a mile back from the place. It just fucking sucks. The more I describe it to myself, I'm like, this is so stupid.
Right.
Hop on the train. You're down there in an hour. Someone picks you up. You're good. Come back. So coming back, I'm waiting on the platform with my wife and my mother because my mother dropped me off at the train. Me and my wife are waiting there. The train is going to pull up in presumably about 10 minutes. I start getting a rumble in my stomach.
Got a fart?
Thought I did.
Okay. Should just farted. You were outside.
Turned into something different.
Diarrhea?
I had a situation. I had a situation on my hands. I had to make a call in front of the two most important women in my life who have seen me at my best and my worst. I had to make a call. And they were like, you don't look like you're comfortable right now. And I go, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it back to Boston. I can't sit on the train for an hour. This is the problem when you've had these types of situations your entire life. The people that you're friends with know what the protocol is. My mom's like, all right, let's get back in the car. I'll just drive you back. To make my mother drive me back to the city, all the way into the city, and then all the way back because I had to shit. That was an L. That's an L to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been thinking about it for the last 24 hours.
So what does it make you think? Like you're like...
Well, it's just like, get it under control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it under control. Because I just eat. So the part of the story I didn't tell is that like, I just ate like crazy the night before.
Right.
Just pizza, grape leaves,
Stuff like that.
all that good shit. And then the next morning, you have leftovers or whatever. So it was just not being conscious. Well, it's like, I don't know if anyone else...
You didn't allow yourself to you didn't allow your body to give itself a fast.
No.
Like, you know, if you ate, like what I do is if I eat really bad the night before, late night eating, even during the day, the morning of and even early afternoon, I'm not eating anything at all, just water. Because you got to give your body more time to actually digest the food. You know, and then you start eating like around maybe like 4 or 5.
Yeah. Yes.
That's like technically like once you start getting into like the physiological.
Thank you.
Yeah, of the body and how you understand to maneuver it, how to shift it.
Yes.
That's when it gets like pretty interesting.
What is so troubling to me is that what you just said. It all is, you could just hit the erase button every time I go visit my mom. Anytime I go visit my mom or my in-laws,
yeah,
I just totally forget about that whole thing. And my whole like life
really?
of like, you shouldn't eat 5 slices of pizza. You can't do it.
I know.
I go right back to being a kid.
Yes. Yeah. I do that all.
You get that?
I do. Yeah. It's just, but that's what, not all for nothing, Nick. I think that's the feeling that it should give you or should give people when people. I do feel like when you do go home, you know, like generally, home should give you back that like it should give you those feelings like because it should bring you back to that because it does a certain like. I feel like it's just a certain like I guess there's a better way of me explaining it. It's weird. I don't go home much. But every time when I go home to the house, like I feel just feel like comfortable there. I feel safe. You know? That's the home that I was like raised in.
Oh, okay.
Right, I feel like I can do pretty much anything that I want in here, and no one's gonna like judge me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
that's
it's like,
a good feeling.
That's a good feeling to have. That you know there's a place somewhere in the world that you can like you can rely on if you ever needed a space to go to make you feel not less than.
Yeah, Jeez. That's nice.
You know what I mean? So I don't really got. I don't want. I wouldn't want to like. Don't feel too bad about it. You know, but because when I go home, when I do have the chance to go home, I'm eating like crazy. The first thing I'm doing is looking in the fridge every time I go to my fucking house.
It's an instinct.
It's an instinct. Like, what's in the fridge? It's like, I don't live here.
And I do the maneuver.
My mom's like, oh, we have this, we have that. And then she goes and she's like, I'll make you something. And I'm like, I'll just order. And then she starts yelling at me for ordering. She's like, I'll make you food. And then she's going to start talking to me about, like, you know, after she makes me food, she gives me the drink. She's like, okay, when are you going to get married? And like all this thing. Then that starts happening. And then it's like, but all that is like part of the thing.
I love that though. I love how you described it. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's interesting It's interesting when you are mixing the new you with the perception of what you used to be in your parents and your family's eyes when you go home.
Yeah.
Because you want to embrace that nostalgia, but at the same time, you're like, I'm not a kid anymore. This is not who I am anymore.
Yeah. It's weird that you don't necessarily like, the age doesn't matter, you know, like it's just something about home, you know, the home that you grew up in, or the home that, if you grew up in a particular home that gives you that positive memory, you know, like, I mean, there's a lot of people that unfortunately didn't have maybe the same feeling depending on how they grew up. But for the ones who kind of remember their home as that, like, it does give you that sense of, like, yeah, like if every shit went down, like I can go here, you know, if you can, you know. My dad would have maybe like, get the fuck out of here. But like, you know, but even still, even when I'm there part time or the times that I am there, it's like, I feel like anything on the outside can't like really get me, you know, because you're just like, I could do whatever I want here. It's my castle.
Yeah. My parents moved around a lot, so I had a lot. My mom has done a really good job of every house that she's lived in, making it feel like that. It's a talent. It's a skill.
I don't even know your mom, but I could feel like she definitely had a lot to say about the interior decorating.
Spot on. Christine does not fuck around with the throw pillows. Put a goddamn runner on the table. She is. She's very good at that, but I think what you said is important because it doesn't have to necessarily be the child. I think when it's the childhood home that you grew up in, it's just an added level of.
Yeah.
It's really enhanced because the smells and the
smells,
everything, the light, the everything you come in the memory. Yeah.
The memories. Yeah. It's the memories. Yeah. Something about home, you know, so, I don't know. Who knows? But. So did you shit in your fucking pants?
No. My mom's like, all right, let's go back to the house. We drove back to the house. It was fine. I did what I had to do, and then drove into the city. But I felt guilty the whole time. My mom's amazing. She's just like, don't feel guilty, honey. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Ugh. And you know, I filled the gas tank up, and I was like, fuck.
Did your mom ever pick you up from day camp and bring you back home because you were sick?
No, I never went to.
Or any type of
yeah. But it was more like sleepovers, or like when I stayed at my grandparents when I was younger, or my dad's. Oh, when I have to go visit my dad on the weekend and I didn't want to stay, it was just like one phone call, she's there.
Oh,
so it was a lot of that.
Starting to get a little remembered. Okay, only child?
No, I have kind of a Brady Bunch situation. I got a half sister that I live with my whole life, and then you know four step siblings that were kind of in and out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Always a picky, always kind of a nuanced kid. There was always a thing. I couldn't wear my socks a certain way because it made my feet uncomfortable. Although I'm pretty sure everyone when they were a kid didn't like to wear tube socks because it made their feet uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd call it, but in my language, it's called fucking annoying. That's an annoying kid.
The socks?
No, the
annoying kid. Yeah.
Not the socks. You. Yeah. Fuck you too. He's like, oh, the fucking socks. No, you, Nick. You're the annoying kid.
When I was little, I was the annoying kid for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. It's starting to come together.
High school is when I started to become a little less annoying. And then ultimately college was my coming out
The
party.
breakout
Yeah.
party. Got it. So, interesting trajectory.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm with that. I never was the annoying kid. Definitely not. I was the kid that got in trouble a lot for sure early in the years, but annoying? Nah, I wasn't annoying.
I think you kept things to yourself.
Yeah, I did, and then I let it out in like certain moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, my upbringing was a little different. Just a little different. But what else is going on? Anything in sports? No, Batch Madness go. Celtics is doing all right.
Just killing it.
Yeah, then I think spring training's coming up, which is interesting. Baseball season. I don't really watch baseball. Like as soon as like Big Papi and Manny Ramirez and those teams and Kevin Youkilis like
I'm with you.
phased away. Because I used to follow them hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Characters.
They were
characters.
They just were fucking. I don't know, something about that team. I just watched them all the time, and then I just don't watch baseball anymore. I mean, I'll watch the postseason, obviously World Series stuff, but I don't know. It's just
No, they're characters. Baseball's a boring sport. Unfortunately, it is. It is a very boring sport. When you're a kid, the reason that I like baseball as much, and it sounds like we had the same. I like the characters. Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Ken Griffey Jr. They're fucking action figures.
yeah.
That's like
Stories,
they're superheroes.
Yeah, there were stories with them. There was
big
mystique a little bit.
Remember the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry?
Yeah.
That was a real thing.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
It's not anymore.
It's still a thing.
I got my wife tickets for our anniversary. This weekend we had our anniversary dinner. That's why we went out. But I got us tickets to go to the game.
Wait, you guys had an anniversary dinner?
That was the dinner we went to. It was for our anniversary.
For
Not our
marriage.
wedding. No, not our marriage.
Oh, just in general.
Just in general. Just
Gotcha.
that we've been together for this many years.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
We went out to dinner and I got her tickets to the not the home opener, but the game after the home opener.
For Red Sox Yankees?
Red Sox. No, when they're back in Boston.
Okay.
So like she loves it. She loves the whole thing, the whole shebang, the peanuts, the popcorn.
Does she wear a Red Sox hat or a Yankees hat?
No, she wears a Red Sox hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we would have problems if she wore a Yankees hat.
No.
I mean her, like just me, like me and you.
Oh yeah.
For you know what I mean?
No, me and her, me and you. I got you this. Yeah. I was recently invited to go to the Yankees Red Sox game in New
York.
New York, box seats.
What happened?
I'm in the process of saying yes, but I just have to confirm with the wife.
Yeah, this is what you do, Nick.
That's what I do. I have to.
No. This is what you do. I know what you do. What you do,
yes.
Which is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But this is what you actually do. There's the right thing to do. This is what you actually do. The right thing for you to do is yes, tell your wife, hey, this is what's going on. I would like to go, or I don't know. You look like you have to ask. I'm not saying like
I have to give notice.
Yes, you got to give notice.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife is so cool in that she knows that this is not something that men like to do. So she's just like, I just want to be kept in the loop.
Which is great.
Yeah.
That's all. And most women, that's usually what they just want.
Yeah.
And sometimes men just still know how to fuck it up. However, what I'm saying is this is what you do. What you do is what you do. But what I'm saying is what you actually do is first you say yes to the person that gave you the tickets because you don't want those tickets to fucking actually not be there just in case they're waiting for you to get fucking permission from your wife to say to go to get the tickets. So you have to say yes first so the tickets are confirmed. Because you could always say no, I can't go and make up a lie. You know what I'm saying? After the fact, if you can't go.
Well, see, that's the problem for me.
What?
That I can't live in the guilt of the lie.
You're not lying. You're embellishing the truth.
Yeah. Yes, a lie. It's easier. People do not listen to this. This is not good advice. I say, can you give me a couple of hours? I'm going to record it. This was just now when I was pulling up. I got the text.
All right, maybe that's it.
Let me do my thing. Let me go back to the wife. And he's like, hurry the fuck up and ask your wife so I can lock these in. When I go to the game,
I don't trust people enough for that.
I do. It's my best friend. So my question to you is, when you go to a game, in a away game where you're a fan of the away team, do you wear any of their shit? Do you wear paraphernalia to games anyways?
No, I mean if I'm going to a game, I would wear like a Red Sox hat, a regular Red Sox hat.
Yeah,
that's it. Like,
okay,
I'll wear like a hat.
Yeah.
I'll wear like the hat, the team hat.
Yes.
You know, as a kid, I'd wear like a jersey or something like that,
Same.
which is cool. If it's postseason, I don't know, probably same thing because I'm older. I mean, I still like jerseys, but it's at different times now. It's not like used at the when I was a kid. But yeah, just a Red Sox hat. And that's it. I mean, if you can tell that I'm a fan based on the hat, which is
clear,
one of the most identifying things on someone's body. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not going full throttle. You know, I know some people get into character. There's a lot of people that do that, but I'm not doing that.
Stirrups, the pants.
I love it. I love it all.
I kind of like those people. I just can never. Yeah, I can never see myself doing.
I can't. Hell no.
Do you go suit? You go suit. You're in a box. Do I go blazer? Maybe a blazer and some slacks.
No.
Too much.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. No, you go regular.
I can't wait till I get to the age where I can go slacks and a blazer and a hat. That old man look.
The old man look is good. Yeah, the old man look. That's coming, Nick. That's coming.
Yeah,
I mean,
down the pipe.
Might be coming sooner than you think. But what I'm saying is that you just wear your athleisure shit. You know,
that's the move.
You can even wear a Celtics hat. You don't have to wear a Boston Red Sox hat. You can just even wear as long as it's Boston.
I think the best hats for us to wear as Boston sports fans, I got to go Red Sox or Bruins hat. I can't wear Celtics or Patriots gear. It doesn't. To me, it just does not look as good as the Bruins and the Celtics.
Yeah, I always wear
or the Bruins and the Red Sox.
Yeah, the B hat, the traditional B.
That's the one.
Logo is always that's where it's at. You know, so. But I hope you go. When's the game?
April 9th. I think it's right before my birthday, or the weekend before my birthday.
Oh, so is it like a birthday gift, a little birthday gift type of thing?
Yeah, now that I think about it, it's going to be a whole week full of April 9th. I go to that. If I were to go to that game, then I work the week.
Yep.
My birthday's on the 12th.
Sure.
Then I'm going to the Red Sox that weekend.
Okay.
Too much baseball.
No. You have a +1? +2?
It would be my college best friend and my high school best friend going to the Yankees game.
Okay. Well, I mean, Cut to Chase Podcast. Nicky Neighborhoods. Have a good time. have a good time. Yeah, guys. So going forward, we'll be Cut to Chase Podcast with Chase Abel only.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, Nicky. Nicky's doing things now. He's yeah, that'll be fun to go to a game. You know what type of game I would love to go to is like a Wimbledon or US Open type of thing where I dress bougie with track jackets, like a Sergio Takai, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know, or I would dress like I'm a tennis coach. Mm-hmm. I would dress literally like a tennis coach. I would wear, like tennis coach apparel.
Yep.
Or tennis apparel. Like I would go to Marshall's to get the most expensive tennis apparel. Like I wouldn't go to the US Open shop and buy shit. I would go to like Marshall's.
That's the smart thing to do.
I'd probably get like a Greg Norman polo.
Yeah. That's the smart thing to do. I'm a gift shop fucking idiot. I love to go in there and just get like if it like Wimbledon, get the Wimbledon polo.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at yourself afterwards. You're like, when the fuck am I going to wear this?
It was interesting because when I used to help clean houses with my mom, and really really rich white people's houses because that's what she did. Mm-hmm. I remember as a kid like looking at their jackets and stuff, like because we were cleaning. It would be like US Open jacket, like 1988 or 80, whatever. Like, or I remember like, or Olympics, like.
Oh, Olympics! Rich people, love the Olympics.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, it would be like golf shirt, like, you know what I mean? Like it just have those, but you could tell they were there, like they actually went there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Like this is not. This is handed out in the VIP tent that you get. It's in a clear plastic bag with a lanyard in like a mug, like a $150
Right.
coffee mug.
Yeah. These people are members or they actually, played.
What do you think about F1 racing? That's what I've been getting into the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm not into it. Just never got into it. Something about watching the cars go round and round in circles makes me really, really dizzy. Mm-hmm. I don't like also watching accidents because I was in 2 fatal car accidents.
Oh God.
So,
That's not
almost
your jam.
fatal. Yeah, so I'm not really into watching cars possibly getting in car accidents.
Sure, it's a little triggering. Okay.
Yeah, and then because those cars I don't know if you know, they go mad fast, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they go like
I'm into
almost
it,
200
yeah.
miles an hour.
I'm into it.
Yeah. So I mean, the Need for Speed, I can understand the entertainment value behind it, but I heard it's I heard this is like a documentary on Netflix about it that's pretty good with just shows all the the Ryder Cups and all the different corporations that really are into it.
Yep.
Actually my boss, my GM of where I work, his friend is the king of Bahrain.
Oh shit!
But then the King of Bahrain is like like a majority owner of the brand of the work that I work. So he flew all the GMs of the brand company to the race this weekend.
Yeah, I
isn't
watched,
that fucking crazy? You talk about a perk, bro.
dude. That's big money.
Be like, hey, my boy's a king. Yeah, your boy knows a ticket dude at fucking Yankee Stadium. Yeah, my boy knows the fucking king, bro. You know what, Nick? Actually, fuck your tickets.
Yeah.
How about that? You know what? I don't fuck you.
Fuck your box seat.
Yeah, after thinking about it, fuck you. I know someone that knows a king of Bahrain. What the fuck? Like, I'm sure he could get me a ticket. And you know what? I'm gonna probably get the box next to you,
Bro, at Yankee Stadium, there's definitely some of that shit going on.
Oh, what?
Overseas.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's nothing new. Overseas money is a different type of money. There's different levels of everything, isn't there, Nick?
It's wild.
There's levels to everything. There's levels to